Since 2017, the Lexus CT has been missing here in America, and it did survive a few years after in Europe and especially in Japan, but Lexus has a replacement for it. It is coming very soon called the LBX. Let's go into all the details we have so far. We're over at the Lexus European newsroom. Lexus to unveil all new LBX on June 5th, 2023. We've heard of LB actually in the past coming out of Japan, that LB could be a new Lexus. I think it was trademarked as well. Yeah, if we go over to Lexus Enthusiast back in 2020, August of 2020, or Lexus files LBX trademark in Europe. But it's not just coming to Europe. Check this out. If we go to the global Toyota page, it has it on there. If we go to the Australian news page, they will be getting the Lexus LBX. If we go to the United States news page, nothing. I think that's pretty much confirmation that we will not be getting this cute little Lexus hatchback thing in America. Don't get your hopes up for it. This is very, very, very unlikely to come to the United States, which totally sinks my excitement for the vehicle. Why get excited about something that is forbidden fruit? It's kind of like getting excited over something like the GR Yaris, for example. But we eventually got our own variant of the GR Yaris and the GR Corolla. Could we see something like this come to the United States? Just don't get your hopes up, guys. I hate to break it to you. What I will break it to you, though, is what we have so far, and I'll decipher the information. So we have this teaser trailer. Okay, there's the new taillights of the LBX. All right, June 5th, not May 6th, because us Americans flip the numbers around for a month and date. So let's go to the images and see what we can decipher. All right, I'm just going to take my overlay off so we get a better idea of what's going on. So actually, these lights look a lot like Mazda CX-60 and CX-90. And we also have this L motif upside down daytime running light, which is not what we are expecting. And the reason is in late 2021, Toyota showed this vehicle, which is the LBX. But check out the daytime running light. It's traditional Lexus. And I actually like this more aggressive look in the front than what we have on this light. Let me know down below which style you prefer. Now this paint color is copper crest. Over in Europe, it's called something different. We also have this aluminum piece underneath to go across the front of the vehicle. Now we also have our second rendition, or you could say third rendition of spindle body, because it first debuted on the RX. It's also on the RZ, but the RZ doesn't have like any really noticeable grille on it. It's just kind of all blocked off. Here we have honeycomb. So this is telling me that it is likely to be a hybrid for Europe, or at least have a hybrid option, which is contrary to what we heard recently in Japan, because they were saying it's going to be fully battery electric. I guess it's possible, but with a grille allowing this much air coming through, it's probably not fully battery electric unless somehow this is not letting air in. It's just a flat front piece, which I guess is possible. It's just kind of hard to tell from this low resolution image. The mirrors look standard Lexus affair, kind of like out of the parts bin. And this is our first look at the wheel. Not a lot to see. We have a little parking sensor here, but I would assume these are 18-inch wheels. Now the light bar, and I've brightened this image up a little bit, but we don't have a lot of details here. But the light bar is something unlike we've ever seen before on a Lexus. It looks a little bit like maybe the outline of the DBX from Aston Martin. So the LBX and the DBX, maybe Lexus was going for a smaller design on the back compared to the $200,000 Aston. Now there's the CT, and I think it will carry over some of the original designs or the original persona of the CT. But if we go to this image, this is what Best Car's rendition was, which the grille is not accurate. The headlights are close, but the headlights were based off that one image from Akio Toyota. They nailed the side mirrors because the side mirrors is from the parts bin from Lexus. But even these wheels seem to be the same wheels that we had on that teaser from Lexus. And I think this is going to be pretty much set in stone from the side profile of the design on the LBX. It's like Lexus is giving a little bit of treatment to Europe. They're like, hey, Europe, we're not forgetting about you. However, Europe is still getting the GX, maybe for the first time ever in certain areas, probably because they're going to have a hybrid variant of it. But the GX is coming to Europe as well as the United States, and the TX is going to be a North American exclusive, I'm expecting, based off the Grand Highlander, which, stay tuned for my Grand Highlander driving impressions. It'll be going up May 30th, about a week from this recording. So TX, GX for North America, and then LBX and GX for Europe. So what kind of powertrains would I expect for the LBX? Since the grille is very different than the RZs, I'm expecting this to actually be a hybrid and maybe with an EV variant like the UX. So they have the UX hybrid, the 250h over in Europe. They also have the UX 300e, which would be the fully battery electric variant. So this would probably be the LBX 300e or whatever. And this is an old spreadsheet. So here we go. Just updated the names on it. And it depends how small this vehicle is. If it is literally off the B platform, then they'll probably repurpose the 1.5 liter 3-cylinder hybrid setup with 114 horsepower. All-wheel drive is an option here. You'll be able to get 55 to 60 miles per gallon on it. Now, if it came to America, it'd probably have this powertrain, but it could still also have this powertrain for Europe, which is the new Prius's powertrain, or the Corolla Cross powertrain over there in Europe. Has up to 196, 197 horsepower, somewhere around there. 181 is the current UX's horsepower, but I think they would just go ahead and give it the newest, I think it was a 5th generation hybrid technology here with nearly 200 horse. We see it in the Prius. It's very, very satisfying. Really good efficiency here, and we'll have 0 to 60s in the low 7s probably on the LBX. And I'm calling it the 300h because it is an upgrade over the 181 horsepower on the 250h of the Lexus UX. Now, the battery electric variant, it's almost guaranteed. Either it comes standard as a battery electric vehicle or they have just a variant like the UX. So LBX 300e would just be front wheel drive only unless they, unless they wanted to do something fun with it and give it 280 kilowatt motors like we have on the BZ4X all-wheel drive, and that would give it a little bit more than 201 horsepower. I think it would be around like 214, 215 horsepower, but I highly doubt it, to be honest. 50 to 60 kilowatt hours is really the only size of a battery they could fit in this small of a vehicle, so that would give us around 200 miles of range. I would expect it, but it would be the quickest, 0 to 60 under 7 seconds, I suspect. So these are the powertrains that they could put in there. If they put in something different, that would blow my mind because these are what they already have in existing vehicles, essentially. Let me know down below if you want the LBX in America and why. Would you prefer it over the UX, especially with the hatchback and CT nature of it, or the CT lineage of it? I never really fell for the UX design, and it still burns inside that the UX has an outdated powertrain, hybrid powertrain that is being passed by the Prius. So I'll see you on your speculation and hype for the LBX, or lack of hype since it isn't coming to our market here in North America. But don't forget to come back on the 5th. Set your calendar. I'll debut it for you guys. As well, likely the GX and the TX. Hands-on coverage coming sometime around June 5th as well. I don't know if Lexus has actually given us a date. I don't think it's on the American newsroom, but on the European newsroom, it says world premiere of the all-new Lexus GX on June 9th. That is 2 a.m. their time, which is 8 a.m. Eastern time on the 8th. So yeah, come back June 8th. I will be revealing the GX for you guys. I'll have hands-on. Cannot wait. It's going to be incredible with the upright roof and the just aggressive off-roading nature to this badass beast. And look, we don't have like glossy fender flares like you have on, let's say, the TRD Pro Tacoma, which is a point of contention. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys on June 5th and June 8th for 3 Lexus reveals in a matter of 4 days. What is happening? The world is ending or something. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day and peace out.